it's James from Roll Britannia, and I've wandered off across the UK Games Expo again to find some amazing game producers, and I'm now here with Vicky and Dean from Untold Destiny. Hello, both of you.
Hello, lovely to meet you.
It's good to meet you. It's lovely to meet you too. Now, tell me a little bit about Untold Destiny, because I've wandered past your stand several times, and it looks absolutely incredible. And I was having a little bit of a talk earlier, and I found you've got some very cool things going on. It's D20 based, so tell me a little bit more. Who wants to tell me how it works?
Well, I'll start off and then I'm going to pass over to Dean to go through the mechanics. So we are very limited with Untold Destiny. This is our first game and we've launched it on Kickstarter here at UK Games Expo. So everything that you see behind you has been done by real artists. Every word in our books is done by real people because we believe in supporting the roleplay community and the creatives. Now, Untold Destiny is launching with 4 books. And what I'm going to do now is pass over to my husband and the main creator and master architect of Untold Destiny, Dean, to tell you a little bit about the mechanics.
Okay, right. I've been a forever DM for 35 years, a long time. When my last campaign was coming to an end, heavily house-ruled, I wanted to continue another fantasy campaign, but I wasn't happy with anything out there. There was a few bugbears I had, so I decided, why not create my own? So I created a D20 system because everybody knows the D20. It's a standard mechanic. But what I wanted to do was address some of the issues I had in my previous campaign. And the first one being what I call the stop-start adventuring day. You start the day, adventurers go into the dungeon. First encounter, Warlock goes, I've spent my spell slots, can we go out and rest now? The second encounter after a short rest, it's a big encounter, a lot of damage, and now the cleric's going, I'm out of spell slots, can we have a long rest? And it's this constant stop, start, stop, start. So one of the big mechanical changes we've made is hit points, we have stamina, which I'll explain in a bit, and spell points are recovered after an encounter. It means if you've got 1 encounter for the day, it's balanced. If you've got 10, they're all balanced. So long as no one goes down in the fight, no one takes fatality levels, which take time to heal. So long as you're good, you're able to combat everything, the adventuring day continues at a more logical, more immersive rate. So I mentioned stamina. Another thing that I really got annoyed with, martial characters who couldn't do things at will. So they would use their special abilities 3-4 times and then they're going, can I have a short rest please? And it just felt a little bit stilted. So stamina is our resource that is used for all special ability attacks and defenses. If you want to cleave, it's stamina. You want to power attack, it's stamina. More importantly, you get hit. If you want to dodge, it's stamina. If you want to parry, it's stamina. And then there's a lot of other abilities you can get through our bonus features being used to really customize your character and class. Things like Taunting Strike. So this is the magic to the combat side of the system. Players have to be very aware of what's going on. The reason being, at any point, they may have a reaction that costs stamina that they can go, hang on, I want to. Taunting Strike, they're next to a creature, the creature ignores them, attacks one of their allies, and they go, before I even roll, wait, I'm going to strike it. They make their attack very swift, deal damage, and then it moves back to the creature to finish its attack. So long as you have stamina, you can keep using all of these reactions.
That's fascinating. I mean, it's just that's such a clever idea, to be honest, that the way that you just making, I mean, particularly martial types, as you say, is a real thing because they do often have these once per day functions, and actually, you know, it really, I think it deters quite a lot of people from playing those slightly more simple, often considered simple builds, rather than going, well, if I'm a wizard, I can do fireball 6 times a day and, you know, end all the hordes of goblins attacking, but if I'm a fighter, I can do this big sword attack 6 times and that's it, once. I was like, okay, cool, right, yeah. So it's really nice to see that you've come up with these sort of mechanics. So I'd just like to know a little bit, you know, what you've launched your Kickstarter, as you say.
Yeah.
Where can people find, I mean, obviously on Kickstarter, but where can people find more information about you?
All right, so we are on Facebook as Untold Destiny. We've also got a YouTube channel called Untold Destiny. It's only got a few things on there at the moment, but it is growing. and we will be looking at launching some animated series sometime in the future. Watch this space. And we're also on Twitter as Untold Destiny. We would love it if you would take a look at us. And one of the things I'd like to say is, with us launching this, we got 25 character classes. With the way that we've worked with heritage, family, race, class and background, there's over 15,000 combinations. Character creation is meaningful, and then if you add in our bonus features, it's over 3 million. So you can play your fighter and I can play my fighter, and they can be absolutely different. And one of the big bonuses is stamina. I love playing arcane classes, but I do not see why I would not move out the way if a great big orc was going to hit me in the face, and I can spend stamina to dodge.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. It really does. It sounds like a really immersive way of playing a D20 paced game. And I think, so my understanding is, if you're used to playing things like Pathfinder or D&D, that actually you'd kind of be able to grasp this concept quite well.
The core mechanics are that simple, as in the D20 damage. We even use the same stat array. Beyond that, though, some of the things you might take for granted, the way armor class works, the way saving throws works, no, we've changed those. So armor class is more based on either your dexterity or the armor you're wearing. You can have a situation where you have a heavily armored fighter with a high dex, and the high dex gives them their armor class because it's better than their plate, but the plate gives them the reduction to physical damage. On top of that, because dodge is based on dexterity, that heavy armored fighter can dodge out the way of things like spells. Nice. Normally, when a spell hits you, when there's a roll to hit with the spell, you're hit. Yeah. You can't parry it because the spell just arcs around, but you can dodge it. So we've got these multiple layers to combat where, for example, a shield can be used to block arrows and melee attacks, but a sword can only do melee attacks. A dodge can dodge everything. So yeah, it's this granular approach we've taken. Talking of stamina, it's not just the martials. Metamagic abilities, so being able to twist and change your metamagic feats, your spells, use metamagic feats, metamagic bonus features that cost stamina.
Right.
Sorry, it's been a long weekend already.
So, I mean, the system sounds absolutely fascinating. And I have to say, the artwork itself is beautiful. And I mean, I've had a quick glance at some of the paperwork and everything. I mean, this beautiful, beautiful book. It even says sneak peek on it, which I really enjoy.
Take you through. So what we've actually got within our sneak peek is we've actually got some of the background. So this is 15 years in the making. We've got the full rich history from when we left Earth millions of years ago, and this actually started out as a science fiction setting, but because we loved playing in a fantasy game, we then extrapolated that out to what would happen. And then this game is set in Kaseya 800 years after the Ashfall. This is why we have got cities, decimated cities, billions died. Now imagine if you were here today and you lost all technology. Right? Imagine having to start again. Imagine if your creatures had been made that much more dangerous. You're having to rebuild civilization in that world. And this is what this game system is around. You have to protect caravans. The caravans are heavily armoured. You have to go on large trains because you stray into any creature's domain, then you're in trouble. Right? We have got the Forest of Lucid Dreams. See, I'm really good at flicking through this. We've got the Forest of Lucid Dreams. Now, if you stray into the Forest of Lucid Dreams, there are spores that hang in the atmosphere. Now, if you just have a look at our stand over there, you will actually see at the top is a picture of the Forest of Lucid Dreams, which was drawn, well actually painted, by our artist here, Serena, right, who's visiting us today signing cards. So as you can see, everything in our system has a rhyme and a reason, and everything links back to the fact that we came from Earth.
I love it. I absolutely love that. I think it's an amazing game. And to be honest, I think everyone needs to check it out. So remind me what the website?
Is www.untold-destiny.com. Our Facebook page is Untold Destiny, because we're different. Twitter, Untold Destiny. And have I missed anything out?
On Kickstarter, we're Untold Destiny.
There you go.
There you have it. That's how you need to find out about this amazing game from these brilliant, brilliant people. And yeah, I wish you all the success, and hopefully UK Games Expo has been absolutely brilliant for you.
It's been absolutely amazing. We have loved it here at UK Games Expo. We will actually be sending out the books off the back of a successful Kickstarter before the next UK Games Expo, and then we will be here with our books, and hopefully we can talk to you again.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Thank you very much. Check them out.